Hey friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and today I'm going to be sharing how we are going to be upcycling an old reef, upcycling aluminum cans, all to make a Anthropologie inspired wreath. Have you seen their metal flower wreaths? They are absolutely gorgeous, but I think that we can duplicate that look today with some things that I have put together. First of all, I have this wreath that we're going to be removing the decor from because I'm ready for a new look with it. The wreath is painted, spray painted with a white, but we're going to actually spray paint it green. Then we're going to be taking some aluminum cans and we're going to make flowers and leaves out of them. And I actually have some punches here. One is a flower, one is a leaf, and we're going to be using those. And just so you know, these, when I've had several people ask me about these flower punches, because when you read the instructions, it says that it's heavy cardboard or heavy cardstock is the most you can use it on. I have used them for many projects with aluminum, recycled aluminum cans. It punches perfectly, and even my older punches still work perfectly. So don't despair, these do work. This is the design that I'm going to be using, and I'll put one on here, an actual picture of it so you can see it. But it's white flowers and green leaves, and we're going to be trying to duplicate that look here today with this old wreath. The very first thing that we need to do is we need to get some aluminum ready for the recycle. So I'm going to show you how I cut up my cans, show you how we punch them. We'll break down this old wreath so that it looks brand new. So let's get started on it. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention that here at the Ponds Farmhouse, we love doing DIY projects that are eco-friendly and sustainable, inexpensive, but look like they came out of a high-end boutique. That is what we're all about. So if you like that type of thing too, then I hope you'll subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my adventures. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut these tin cans, and I've done it a couple of different ways, but this has just been the easiest for me. Is just to take a steak knife, and I'll show you how we do it. After you flatten your can, then you're ready to slide the metal piece underneath the punches and just punch out the leaves and the flowers. You can get several out of one tin can or aluminum can. So I think that I used 22 flowers and 20 leaves on each of my wreaths. Once you have all of your leaves and flowers punched out, then you're ready to kind of create a design on them. The first thing you want to do is have kind of a thick towel laid on your surface so that the flowers can bend into the fabric. Then use a regular case knife, and the first side, what I've done is punched in some lines around the edges of it. Then I flip it over and do one in the center. So you can kind of see that what it's doing is it's creating kind of a line on the leaf. Okay, so I'll show you again. I do 2 on each one on the back side, and then I flip it over and I do 1 in between the 2 lines that I just marked there. And it doesn't take a lot of pressure at all if you've got your towel. A thick, kind of cushy towel is what you need. Now the leaves, I do a line down the center on the back side, and then I turn it over and just do 2 to 3 little lines along the edges. I'll let you watch that again. Just real quick and easy, punch, and you've got some really creative designs on your leaves. Next, you want to add tape with the sticky side up to a board, and then press the aluminum leaves and flowers to the tape. This will keep the aluminum from blowing away when you're using your spray paint. I painted all of the flowers white. I painted the little wooden beads yellow, and I painted all of the leaves green. And I'll share those colors with you in the description. Next, what we're doing is we're just splattering a little bit of craft paint onto this to keep them looking a little bit more rustic. And I started out with some brown craft paint here just to give it a little speckle. And then I'm also using some green and even a little bit of the yellow just to give it a little bit of depth. So you just want them to look not so pristine white. Next, we just want to deconstruct the old wreath, and all I'm doing is just pulling these stars off of the wreath. They were applied with hot glue, so it's fairly easy to do. And if there's some hot glue left, don't worry about it. Now we're ready to add the centers to each of the little flowers, and I'm just using some E6000 glue, just a little dab on the center of the wooden half round and pressing it into the center of each of the aluminum flowers. Next, I'm breaking apart the stem, the little floral stems that I bought, and just taking small pieces of it. And what I'm going to do is weave it into the wire that is holding the frame together, the wreath frame. And once you get that kind of tucked into in and underneath the wire, then you can just add a little drop of hot glue there just to secure it. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to make sure that it doesn't move. So you just want to do that all around the wreath. Okay, and then next you want to go ahead and attach your flowers, and you just want to apply a small amount of hot glue to the back of each of your little flowers and just randomly place them along the stems that are there available on the wreath. You don't want it to be too heavy if you're trying to duplicate the look of the Anthropologie wreath. It's kind of scattered out and wispy looking. So we'll go around and put those all around it. And then we're actually going to go right back in and start adding in some of the leaves. The leaves, that you do that the exact same way, just a little bit of hot glue onto the back of them, and then just randomly place them where you want them, all over the wreath. Okay, friends, I'm back, and we have finished our Anthropologie inspired wreath, and I am so thrilled with how it turned out. First of all, just as a reminder, this is what the Anthropologie wreath looks like, and you can look it up online if you've not seen it. This wreath is $148, and I made my wreath, actually I made 2 wreaths for less than $10. Now, I did recycle my old wreath. So that was the first thing. I recycled a wreath. All of the flowers are made with recycled aluminum cans. Now, I did also add the little centers to them with these little half round wooden beads. These were just what I had left over from a lamp makeover that I made. I'll just put it in here in the picture for you. So I had those left over. I did buy a couple of floral stems to add some little delicate flowers to it. And those were 40% off at Hobby Lobby. So for less than $10, I have 2 of these Anthropologie knockoff wreaths, and they're going to hang beside of my front door for spring. So I can't wait for you to see that. I'm going to hang it up here so you can get a really good look at it and see all the details. But I really appreciate you for watching. I hope you like this tutorial and that it inspires you to go out and create decor that looks like it's the high-end boutique style decor, but you can do it for just a fraction of the cost if you're willing to take a risk. And so I hope you enjoyed that, and if you are not already a subscriber of my channel, I hope that you will subscribe so that you don't miss any of my DIY and decorating adventures. Thank you so